Okay, so before we start the learning, we'll go through both of your individualised learning plans for the unit of competency. So as we discussed earlier, the unit of competency you guys will be doing is use social media to engage customers. So we're both agreed on that?
Yep.
Yes.
Excellent. So essentially the learning goals that you both identified to me through CARDAR Solutions will be to understand social media requirements and procedures, research various social media platforms and identify and compare audience functionality and reach, research emerging trends in social media platform use, select social media platforms that meet brand needs and reach target customers, source information and content, develop content in line with target audience, brand cultures and social media requirements, create opportunities to attract and promote user-generated content, respond to customers in a timely manner, identify potential brand damage, identify social media marketing opportunities, use social media to promote special offers, track social media activity, and report on social media engagement. So those were what we discussed earlier, and I'm just making sure that we're still okay and on board with all of that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. So we'll go through one at a time, so I'll ask you both the same question one after each other. So Karen, we'll go with you first. How would you describe your learning style? And by that I mean, do you prefer to learn through pictures and videos, or do you prefer to learn through verbal discussions, or do you prefer to be hands-on?
I would describe myself as a visual learner, and I learn from, I like to learn through pictures and seeing things done, and more than likely in a group environment.
Yep, so in a social setting.
Yep.
Excellent. And how about you, Darren?
Probably a bit of a mix of both visual and auditory. So verbal discussion and mentoring, and incorporating some visual aids as well.
Excellent, wonderful. So, and you're both happy with a PowerPoint presentation that incorporates a mix of verbal discussions, visual aids, and some practical demonstrations? Does that sound
Yeah, that sounds
acceptable?
good.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so we spoke about this before, but just confirming that, Karen, you don't have any literacy, learning, or numeracy needs?
No.
No. And how about you, Darren?
No.
And this next question will be much the same for both of you since it's through CARDAR Solutions. So Darren, can you tell me a bit about why you were wanting to undergo this learning?
Well, CARDAR Solutions is a business consultancy organisation. Karen and I are seeking social media training to broaden and advertise our business and attract additional and new client base. So I want to understand social media and how to use it to improve the business.
Excellent. And I'll ask you as well, Karen, but I'm sure that it falls in line with why you're here as well. It's for your training for your employment.
Yes.
Yep. So obviously my health and safety workplace responsibilities is to ensure that the training that you do here today is conducted in a safe manner and in a safe environment. So I have gone ahead and made sure that this training room is safe. And Darren, as the manager of this and owner of this company, I suspect yours will be much the same.
Yeah, it is much the same. To ensure our undertakings are conducted in a safe workplace.
Because you both have identified similar learning preferences, it'll be pretty well much the same throughout the training for you both. So and we'll agree on this as well with any amendments you guys might want to make to the sessions. But firstly, so learning session number 1 we'll be covering trending platforms, consumer behaviour, trending content, various social media platforms and their demographic of primary users, key features and users, integration into business activity and usability.
Okay.
So that sound good for the first session?
Yeah, that sounds good.
So this unit is a low level unit, so a lot of this will just be theory and then putting that theory to test in the series of activities.
Okay.
So those activities will be just group discussions, brainstorming, some examples, a mini quiz and then a mini quiz discussion, and then a case scenario which I'll give you guys to take home and to complete externally.
Okay.
So the techniques, and you agree with that? That sounds fair?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're happy with that. Sounds good.
Yeah. So the technique would be to, all of these tasks apart from the external activity we'll be doing all together. So it'll be under my supervision.
Okay.
And so there will be that extra external activity which is just a written task.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Yep.
This will all be completed by the end of today. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that'd be good.
And I will be doing the face-to-face training with you both. So it'll be very much in this exact same setting.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have a PowerPoint presentation to follow along with, which we will discuss the whole way through, and then I'll hand out some activities which we'll work through together as well. That sound good?
Yes.
Yes, that's cool.
And being the supervisory manager, I need to make sure that you agree with everything that's been discussed here, and everything sounds okay to you. If there's any changes you need to make.
Yeah, okay, that sounds alright, yes.
Excellent. So that was the first session, so we'll go into session number 2, which will cover types of social media users and their impacts, trolls, angry customers, misguided customers, unhappy customers, complimentary customers and brand advocates. And then we'll also be covering responding to customer posts on social media, customer reviews, user-generated content, questions, complaints, trolls. Just excuse me a second, I'm just going to shut this door.
Sounds like a lot of fun training to do, isn't it?
So, did those topics sound okay?
Yeah, that's exactly
Yes,
what we're
that's
looking
good.
for.
Yes, excellent. So to achieve all that, we'll do a group discussion, we'll do the PowerPoint presentation, which we'll follow along with, the case scenario activity, and then a match activity, which will be your external activity, which is just another written task that you'll take home. Does that sound okay?
Yep.
Yep, that's fine.
So again, it'll be very much the same as session number 1. So we'll be doing the training in this room, you'll have your PowerPoint open, and it'll be a mix of the PowerPoint presentation, some verbal instructions by me, some demonstrations. Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
Yes,
all
sir.
good.
Again, the session will be completed today.
Good.
Yep, that's fine. Face-to-face training by myself, and I will need you to confirm that that's all good.
Well, that's good.
Yep. Okay. Any questions about any of that?
No,
Nothing at all?
no.
So to get you to say that you've agreed, I'll need individual signatures. So Karen, I'll get you to sign here. Darren, the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Sound good? So Karen at the top, Darren at the bottom. Darren, I'll need your signatures here and here as the loaner and the manager. Well, with that, we'll get started.
Okay.